There are only a couple of events each year in the off-campus student housing industry that bring all of the industry leaders together. The National Multifamily Housing Council's annual Student Housing Conference is the longest-running conference for the industry. 2024 marks the 21st year for this conference and is being held October 7th through the 9th at the Aria Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the premier event for student housing professionals, bringing together leaders from all facets of the sector, including owners and operators, investors, lenders, and university partners. The conference features the industry's best and brightest minds all at one event, delivering the knowledge, tools, programs, and connections necessary for leaders to shape their future success and the future of our industry. So who are some of the folks attending this year's conference? Let's meet one of them right now. So Kevin, I hear you're going to Vegas.
Yes, absolutely. Excited to go. This is our first time there, so excited to go to this event, and it being in Vegas is also a great thing. So excited about that.
So Kevin Brent with CasaPerks. CasaPerks is a little bit of a new name in the industry. We'll talk about that, but doing some great work this last year with LV Collective that I saw. For those in our audience who know absolutely nothing about CasaPerks, just give us that elevator pitch of what it is you guys are doing and how you guys are playing in the student housing space.
Sure. So CasaPerks, we are the premier loyalty platform in the student housing market. We've created a really more effective and efficient way for operators to both attract and retain their residents. And one of the reasons why we've been successful, Wes, is because we were operators first. Even though CasaPerks is new, we have a lot of experience in the marketplace. And so we took the pain that we felt, getting leases and trying to retain them, and created an operating platform for that. So we created this for our peer set so we can help them increase their revenues, reduce their operating expenses, and ultimately boost the NOI, which is what we're all looking for. And we're excited that we're starting to see a lot of traction with our platform.
Yeah, we've talked about this before, but when I saw your name pop up for CasaPerks, I was like, I know this Kevin guy. Where do I know him from?
So we're new and we're kind of not new, right? So that's what's the great thing about it is we've got, we've been operators, so we've been there, but we've always liked to have technology solve our problems, and so we just took the leap, and that's why we're here today.
Well, hey, we'll talk about the conference in Vegas and all that good stuff. But is there anything, we've got a new leasing season that's about to kick off, if it hasn't for everybody already. Anything new that you guys are pushing out to the operators for this fall?
Yeah, 100%. We just came out with this, and we've been getting a lot of excitement around the platform. And when we looked at the market, and with rental rates flattening, a lot of operators is saying, hey, look, we have to find innovative ways to both either increase our revenues or reduce our costs. Mm-hmm. And so when we looked at our platform, CasaPerks is already the most cost-effective platform to incentivize your residents. We don't have any per transaction fees. We're dollar for dollar pass through. But now what we've decided to do is anytime an operator uses our platform, they get a revenue bonus on top of that. And which is really interesting, like the Connies of the world from LV Collective, the savvy operators have looked at us and said, not only now do we want to run all of our incentives for residents through your platform, they're looking at it for resident events, even some operating expenses, and even incentivizing their employees. So that's been really taking off, and we're really excited about that program.
Well, and the employee thing makes so much sense. I mean, employers do a lot of things to obviously incentivize and just, award them for, if it's special times of the year, the 100%. Holidays or whatever. And there's always this, well, what do we give them?
Right.
Kind of thing. And
a lot of times it's inefficient and ineffective, and it's not trackable. Right. Yeah. So we've really created an organized and efficient way to not only disseminate those incentives, but to track it. And you can get insights from that as well in terms of performance management and some other things that have been some nice benefits, ancillary benefits from the initial target of what we were trying to achieve.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I remember seeing you out at interface, back
Mhm.
in April. Is this the first time for you guys at NMHC? Am I right
Yes,
about that?
100%. So we were in the commercialization phase. We were in the development phase last year. And so we really wanted to take a data approach and make sure that we had really strong case studies. And we've been taking off this year. And obviously now we're coming to market to all of the conferences that are out there. And we're really excited to come to this one in Las Vegas.
Well, great. Well, it's a great conference. I won't repeat a lot of what I've said in the series with with other folks.
Sure.
It's a great conference, great content. Operators certainly get a lot out of it just because of the legislative and policy update
Hmm.
that NMHC is able to provide. But unlike some of the other conferences where you can do a lot of things outside of the sessions and everything,
Hmm.
this is not one you want to do that. Everybody wants to be in there for the session, so
Sure.
let your team know that. But
Great.
wanted to thank you guys for being a part of our Top Golf event that we're doing.
Sure.
And again, we're hosting that for owners and operators that are attending the conference. So if you're an owner operator and you haven't received an invite from me already, my email's in the show notes. Just go there and shoot me a request, and I'll make sure that you get the RSVP link. But again, big thanks to CasaPerks for being a sponsor for that. And I've got to imagine there's got if it's a giveaway or loyalty program,
Mhm.
I got to imagine you guys are probably going to do something pretty special for anybody that stops by your golf bay.
Right. So we have for just the regular conference, we'll have a nice promotion for. I've always believed in having some skin in the game, because we're so confident in our program. We've got some pretty, I think, interesting ways to get people to try it.
Yeah,
We'll have that special secret promotion for our our people at Top Golf, because we're really excited to partner with you at the Top Golf event specifically. We'll have something even more special, I think.
great. So a good power up, huh?
Exactly, a good power up, but you have to come to know what it is. So that's the hook.
Well, perfect, perfect. Obviously, I don't think this is your first time to Vegas, is it?
No, actually, I've been here a couple of times. My wife and I used to come all the time. A couple of things I love to do: going to the magic shows now, because like a lot, there's so many shows you can go to, but like you don't get to see those typically in local markets. And I had a great experience a couple of times ago. I actually was called up on stage with David Copperfield,
Oh, wow.
and I actually did a magic trick for the audience with him. And I'll tell you, I to this day I still don't know how it happened. And I was in the actual trick, which was quite astonishing. And then like living in Texas, in Austin in particular, you got to have a great steak restaurant, right?
Yeah.
So I love the Prime Steakhouse at Bellagio, not only because it's great food, but because of the fountains at the Bellagio.
Hmm.
The Prime Steakhouse has great windows that you can get to. And so if you can sit by the windows, you can see the fountain show while
Yeah.
you're having the meal. So it's a nice additive thing, because there's a lot of great steak restaurants, but going to that one in particular is always great because you can have a nice show while you're eating.
Well, if folks that end up getting put on stage with David Copperfield or something like that, they tend to have this tendency of always doing that. So I want to make sure I don't sit beside of you in a show or anything. Let's make sure
It's
'cause
funny that
I'm
you
not
bring
the
that
guy that
up,
wants to
because
go.
the next show I was brought up by Cirque du Soleil to dance. So you're actually right about that. That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what it is. My middle daughter is the same way, and it's like, how does she always get picked for these things? So, that's fantastic. Well, hey, we're going to include your contact information and everything
Great.
in the show notes so that folks want to set up an appointment with you in advance, and make sure that they get registered for this loyalty giveaway that you're doing. But any other kind of parting thoughts for our audience?
No, we're just super excited to attend the event. We're excited about delivering the service that we have with our existing customer base, and looking forward to helping out our peer group even more so. So excited to see you and everybody else in Las Vegas.
Well, fantastic. We'll see you in Vegas.
See you then.